I'm genuinely thrilled to have you here today as we embark on an eye-opening journey together. We are diving deep into a topic that can completely transform your life: the art of saying no. Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed because you couldn't say no, or perhaps you've agreed to commitments that drained your energy and your time? Trust me, I've been there too. Today we're going to explore why setting boundaries is not just essential, but also empowering. Think of boundaries as the invisible lines that protect our well-being and our energy. Yet, many of us struggle to draw these lines clearly. This discussion will uncover how mastering the art of saying no can lead to a more balanced and a more fulfilling life. When I first started my journey, I found it really tough to say no. I wanted to please everyone around me, my friends, my family, my colleagues, but one day I realized that constantly saying yes was leading me to feel drained and unfulfilled. That's when I decided to delve into the art of saying no, and it's been a transformative journey ever since. Have you been in situations where saying yes felt easier, but later you regretted it? Or perhaps you felt obligated to commit to things that didn't align with your own needs and values? If so, this video is for you. Boundaries are an integral part of maintaining our mental and our emotional health. They are the markers that define our comfort zones, the limits we set to protect our time, our energy, and our well-being. But the importance of boundaries extends beyond just saying no. It's about understanding our own needs and having the courage to prioritize them in a world that constantly demands more from us. So today we're going to break down why mastering the art of saying no is crucial. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools and the confidence to set boundaries that honor your true self. So let's dive in, shall we? At the heart of our struggles with saying no are various factors: fear of disappointing others, societal conditioning, and even our own insecurities. Let's unpack these elements one by one. Firstly, the fear of disappointing others. This fear often stems from our desire to be liked and accepted. We worry that saying no might hurt someone's feelings or damage our relationships. However, this fear can lead us to sacrifice our own needs and our own happiness for the sake of others. Secondly, societal conditioning plays a significant role. Many of us have been brought up with the belief that saying yes is a virtue. We're taught that being nice means accommodating others' requests, even at the expense of our own well-being. And this conditioning can be deeply ingrained, making it challenging to break the habit. Thirdly, our own insecurities can make it hard to set boundaries. We might feel unworthy, or we might fear that we won't be liked if we assert our own needs. These insecurities can keep us trapped in a cycle of overcommitment and self-neglect. Just the other week, a close friend of ours from the Well Square community shared a powerful story. They were caught in a cycle of overcommitment, feeling drained and unappreciated. This friend, let's call them Alex, was constantly saying yes to extra work assignments, social events, and even family obligations that they had no real interest in. Alex felt that saying no would disappoint others and lead to conflict. But the moment they started setting boundaries, everything changed. Alex began by identifying their own needs and priorities. They practiced saying no to smaller, less significant requests first. Gradually, they built up the confidence to assert their boundaries in more critical situations. And the result? Alex found that people respected their honesty and appreciated their commitment to their own well-being. They felt more energized, more focused, and more fulfilled. So Alex's story highlights that While the initial steps can be challenging, the rewards of setting boundaries are truly transformative. So, how do we tackle these challenges head on? One effective approach is to start with small assertive steps. Prioritize your tasks and your commitments. It's okay to say no if it doesn't serve your purpose. Let's look at some practical strategies. First of all, self-awareness. So it's highly important that you understand your own needs and your own limitations. You need to reflect on what's important to you, and you need to align your commitments with your values. This clarity will help you make more intentional decisions. Secondly, practice assertive communication. So, use I statements to express your needs clearly and respectfully. For example, I need time to focus on my own projects. It's a powerful way to assert your boundaries without coming across as confrontational. Thirdly, start small. Begin by saying no to minor requests that don't significantly impact your life. This will help you build confidence and practice boundary setting in low-stakes situations. Fourthly, prepare responses. So having a few go-to phrases can really make things a bit easier. So, for example, you can say, I appreciate the offer, but I can't commit to that right now, or I have too much on my plate at the moment. Have you ever considered how your life might change if you started saying no more often? What are the potential positive impacts on your mental health and your personal growth? Take a moment to think about the areas of your life where you feel overextended. How might setting boundaries in those areas free up time and energy for the things that truly matter to you? Experts suggest that setting boundaries is like building a muscle. It gets stronger with practice. By gradually incorporating these practices into your daily life, you'll start to see a shift in your energy and in your focus. Dr. Brené Brown, a renowned researcher on vulnerability and courage, emphasizes that setting boundaries is essential for maintaining authenticity and maintaining self-respect. She says, quote, daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others, end quote. By adopting this mindset, you can approach boundary setting as an act of self-love and respect. It's not about being selfish. It's not about being unkind, but it's about honoring your own needs and your own well-being. It's important to assess which boundary setting strategies work best for you. There's no one size fits all. Try different methods like time blocking or assertive communication and evaluate the effectiveness. One way to do this is by keeping a journal. Document your experiences with setting boundaries. What worked well, what didn't work well, and how did you feel throughout the process? This practice will help you gain insights into your own patterns and your own preferences. Set clear, attainable milestones. Start with saying no to minor requests and gradually build up to more significant commitments. Track your progress and celebrate small victories along the way. For instance, you might set a goal to decline one non-essential commitment each week. As you become more comfortable with this practice, you can increase the frequency to tackle more challenging situations. Celebrating your progress, no matter how small, will reinforce your confidence and motivation. So take a moment to reflect. How do your current boundaries, or lack thereof, impact your life? Are there specific areas where you feel particularly stretched thin or overwhelmed? What areas could benefit from more firm boundaries? Reflecting on these questions can provide clarity and insight into the changes you need to make. It's an ongoing process of self-discovery and growth. As you navigate this journey, be open to evolving your strategies. Sometimes what works initially may need tweaking. Adaptability is key to finding the perfect balance. Don't be afraid to experiment with different approaches. You might find that some techniques work better in certain contexts than others. So stay flexible and stay responsive to your own needs and your own circumstances. Remember, the key to mastering the art of saying no lies in the synergy between your inner drive and smart strategies. Stay committed to your goals, but be flexible enough to adjust your approach as needed. It's about finding the right balance between staying true to your values and being adaptable in your methods. This dynamic interplay can lead to a more empowered and a more fulfilling life. Success in setting boundaries requires unwavering commitment and dynamic responsiveness. Believe in your ability to create the life you desire by protecting your time and protecting your energy. Your journey towards empowerment and balance starts with small intentional steps. So stay dedicated to your path and trust in the process. I challenge you to take the next month to practice saying no. Start small and gradually take on bigger commitments. And document your journey and see how your life transforms. Keep a record of the situations where you set boundaries and reflect on those outcomes. Make sure to notice any changes in your energy, in your focus, and in your overall well-being. This challenge is an opportunity to cultivate a habit of self-respect and empowerment. For further reading, check out Boundaries by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. It's an excellent resource that delves into the principles and the practices of healthy boundary setting. Additionally, you can join supportive communities for ongoing encouragement and advice. So, being part of a community that values personal growth and self-care can provide invaluable support and motivation. As we part for today, remember this. Your journeys towards empowerment and balance starts with a single step: saying no. Embrace this transformative potential and stay true to your path. You have the power to create a life that honors your needs and values. It's a journey of self-discovery and growth, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Until we meet again, keep shining.